Hey guys, Cameron coming at you. Just wanted to talk to you a little bit about my PDW in the form of a Stribog SP9A3S and do a little bit of show and tell on what I've done to it. This isn't necessarily a review, it's more of, like I said, a show and tell to show you how I've configured this PDW to kind of fit into the niche I wanted to fill, and why this is a great option as opposed to some of the more expensive things like an MP5 or an MPX. This offers a lot more flexibility, in my opinion, in terms of what you can do to it. Alright, so starting from the lower half of the Stribog, the lower, I'll start with that upgrade first. I decided from the get-go I wanted a binary trigger in here. It just made sense to me on a submachine gun type platform. And in order to do that with a Stribog, you need to switch out the lower for something that is compatible with AR parts. And so I decided to go with the A3T lower, A3 tactical lower, and that allowed me to, one, use AR grips and put in whatever trigger group I want that is compatible with an AR platform. So I went with the Franklin binary AR trigger. Moving on from there, I decided to do some upgrades to the internals, specifically the KD Gunworks 3-stage damper. That was probably the biggest upgrade in terms of recoil management. It really dampens that recoil down from the stock buffer system. That's not to say the buffer system that initially comes with isn't great, because it is, but this is just kind of a Gucci upgrade that you can make to really take it to the next level. In addition to that internal upgrade, the Stribogs normally come with at least the A3S comes with a 45-degree locking block. Originally it came with a 40-degree. They switched it to a 45 to account for some failure to feeds, but that wasn't really the issue. The issue had to do with the magazine. So I reverted back to the old 40-degree locking block, and that really makes it that much nicer to shoot suppressed, as it delays that action a little bit. And that's really a $60 upgrade that you can order online pretty cheap. One thing that came out recently, which I was super stoked about, is from JTAC, the same people who make the Elfowl, is this handguard extension, and it gives a really nice tuck suppressor look to the Stribog, similar to like an MP5 SD, and it gives it extra rail space, because I will say the A3S, without this extension, you are very limited on your rail space, especially when you start running lasers and buttons and lights. So this was a huge upgrade for me and really just completed the package. It is a little expensive, but it is super well made, and I think it's worth it. The can I'm running on here is an Obsidian 9 in the K configuration. I can run it longer, but I think it looks really nice and compact in the K configuration, so I've been leaving it like that for now. The optic is just an Holosun 403B, nothing fancy. I put on the Scalarworks mount because I love that mount, super easy to take off and on. Streamlight protac 1, it's nothing too powerful, but it's really compact and keeps this package super slim. And then I have a Somogear PEC 15. I may switch that out at some point, but it's been serving me well for right now, and lasers are expensive, so I'm just running it on here. But it's, like I said, it's been serving me well, holding zero. I have the PTW stock, which keeps it very slimlined when it's collapsed, as opposed to the fold, which kind of juts out a little bit, and I really like that aesthetic as well. So that's all the upgrades I made to it. I'll do a little bit of shooting with it, and you can kind of get an understanding of how the recoil is and how it handles. And then maybe after that I'll talk about what role it could fill in your toolkit. So, talking about some of the roles this Stribog might fill, or at least something similar to this, this is going to be something great for obviously home defense inside your home, close quarters. Very maneuverable. You can throw a suppressor on it and it'll be very, you won't have that concussive force that you would otherwise with some other calibers. Also, great camp truck gun type situation. I personally am not a big truck gun guy, but if you are, this is something that you could easily put in some sort of storage compartment in your vehicle, and you would have a ton more capability with this than just a normal handgun. Like I said, camping gun as well, throwing this in a backpack, you can easily fit this in a backpack, just having it beside you at the campfire. It's not as heavy or as unwieldy like an AR-15. And then also the ammo with it is a lot cheaper. You know, you're dealing with 9mm versus 223 or 5.56. So I think this is a really good option for someone who wants to be a little bit more budget-minded than an MP5 or something along those lines. MPX, I mean, a little bit more Gucci right out the box. Yes, if you do all the upgrades I did, you will kind of be at that mark. But if you were to upgrade an MP5, those accessories are extremely expensive as well to kind of modernize it. So I think this is a really good price point for everything you get. Super reliable. I never have any issues with it. And if you have any questions, message me or put a comment below and I'll reply to it with as best as I can. And then I'll also put the parts list in the description. So appreciate it, guys.